Okay, this discussion could be a little confusing, so I want to walk you through the instructions. It's also very, very important. So this is where we're going to start to think about and choose topics for the annotated bibliography and then the research paper. You are going to be working with whatever topic you choose for the next several weeks. So it's really important that you pick something that you are interested in, that you are somewhat familiar with, but that you're not really an expert in. If you're an expert in the topic, then it might be too technical for our class, and the articles that you read will be too technical. So you kind of want to stay away from something like that. You know, if it's in your profession or your career, or something that you're really, really knowledgeable about. Also, you don't want to pick something that you know nothing about, okay? You should have a little bit of a background in the topic. Maybe you don't know all the details, and in fact, it's good to have questions. You're not sure exactly all of the details, but it's hard to even form questions unless you have a little bit of knowledge about the topic. Okay, so first thing that you're going to do is take a look at the LibGuide topic page. And this just has a list of some really, really general topics. And I want you to choose one of these, okay? So by the time you end up doing your research paper, your topic will probably be a lot more narrow than, for example, poverty in the United States. That is a really, really broad topic. You could write several books about that topic. So to write a research paper, when we get there, it'll need to be a little more narrow. But right now, what we're trying to do is find the research questions that are going to help us to narrow down those topics. So one topic that you might pick could be poverty in the United States. And you can open up the article. You may have to log in right here, but you can open up the article, and this gives you a little bit of a background, okay? This one is a little bit longer than some of the other articles, but it gives you some information about it. So you don't have to read this very carefully right now. Just skim over it. Try to read the first couple of paragraphs really well to get an idea about what the article is about, and then you can just kind of skim through the rest. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then you're going to choose two of those, okay, any two of those. And then you are going to read this article that I got from the website that's listed down here on the bottom. But this article is about research questions. What are research questions, and how do you write a research question? So this is just basically you thinking about the topic and being able to formulate a question, and then the answer to that question as you're looking for it when you do your research, that is going to help to narrow down your topic, and so that you're going to have a nice manageable topic for this 8-page research paper, okay? Here's what you're going to be doing. For your original post, remember you are choosing two topics, okay? And I don't care if you think in your mind, I know exactly which topic I'm going to choose. I'm not, confused at all. I'm choosing this one. I'm sticking with it. Okay, fine, but I still want you to do two. The process of thinking about another topic and formulating a research question can help you just make the research questions on your topic better, and it could also help some of your classmates get ideas. So that's why I want you to do two, even if you're already sure what your topic is going to be. So you are going to be writing some questions, and there are all these kind of like guidelines on how to, write a good question, do some preliminary research. That's basically Googling, especially if you are unsure about a lot of the details of your topic. You definitely want to Google, maybe find a Wikipedia article or just something really basic just to make sure that you kind of have, most of the big general facts right, some of the names or the, terms that are really important, you kind of have those in your mind. Your audience is me and your classmates. So when you are writing, you have to make sure that you keep that in mind, that if you want to write about something that's kind of technical, that you are, again, like an expert in, or something that's has anything to do with like science, I'm going to have a hard time understanding that. Okay, so you definitely want to keep that in mind, that me and also your classmates are going to be reading parts or all of your research paper. So think about that as you're writing. And then you're just going to start asking questions, start writing these questions down. They should be open-ended questions, like how did something happen? Why did something happen? What are the causes? What are the effects of the thing? Okay, stay away from yes or no questions. Those aren't going to really help you that much. And then refining your questions. And you're not quite going to begin your research yet. Okay, we're just going to kind of start with the questions. Here are a few samples, an unclear one, unfocused one, and then they give the good questions. Okay, so your questions should be pretty detailed, and they should have some kind of information, specific information in them. Okay, so what you have to do for this discussion is, again, you're picking two different topics and you're going to summarize each one, explain it in just like 1, 2, 3 sentences, really short, and then tell us why you like it, why you're interested in it, why it's attracting you, why, maybe it has something to do with your life, or just you've always been interested in it, is that something that you care about, whatever. Okay, and just maybe like 1 sentence about that. You could write more, but not too much more. And then at least 1 research question, 1 good, specific, detailed research question about the topic. Okay, if you can think of more, you can go ahead and put more, but at least 1. And then you're going to do that for your second topic, same exact thing. For the replies, you're going to go through and you're going to find 2 of your classmates, okay, and you are going to write at least 1 more research question for them on their topic, okay. Now remember, each of your classmates should be posting 2 different topics, and you don't have to write questions for both of those, just pick 1. Okay, so pick a topic that they summarize that you're most interested in. It could even be one of the topics that you summarized in your original post. So for example, if you feel like you are probably going to write about, poverty in the United States, for example, and you see that one of your classmates chose one of those, go ahead and pick that, read what they wrote about it, and then write a research question, or maybe even your own research question, just so you are kind of trading the research questions and thinking about the different angles and the different ways that you can focus these topics. Okay, so that's what we're doing for this discussion. I'll be jumping in definitely to give you some ideas about how to focus your research questions. But these topics that you're writing about it's probably not going to be exactly what you end up writing your annotated bibliography and research paper on. Okay, now your annotated bibliography, yes, probably the general topic, that's going to be the same, but you probably are going to have a little bit of a more narrow focus, which is going to help you with the research paper. So this step right here is kind of a brainstorming step, or kind of like a first step into starting to think about the different topics. And then as we go forward in the next couple of weeks, then you're really going to focus that down, and so it will be much easier to write your research paper. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions about this. I will be in this discussion, seeing what you guys say and replying to a few posts. So let me know. You can ask me questions here, or you can email me questions, and I'll be talking to you later. Okay, bye-bye.